Last week, Spotlight on Maryland revealed Baltimore Mayor Brandon Scott's new SUV cost taxpayers more than $160,000.
Well, tonight we are following up, talking to residents in District 11 after the city councilman who represents that area defended the vehicle's price tag. Spotlight on Maryland's Tessa Bentulin has reaction.
Councilman Zach Blanchard told us in an email recently that he believes that it's pretty reasonable for the mayor of a large city to have a nicer SUV, even one that costs more than $160,000.
Now, somebody explain to me why in the world the mayor of Baltimore needs a $163,000 SUV. You can't even drive 2 blocks without dodging potholes, but you need a $163,000 vehicle funded by the taxpayers? $163,000 to ride him around? This is the same city where people can't even get their trash picked up on time. You have some schools without air conditioning. And violence and crime is crazy. But the mayor is rolling around in something that costs almost as much as the average house in the city? This is what people mean when they talk about out-of-touch leadership. A majority black city with a black mayor. Instead of making life better for the residents, he's going into $163,000 agreements for him to ride around the city while everybody else is suffering. The citizens struggling to survive, but the mayor's gliding through Baltimore like it's Beverly Hills. A $163,000 car? What about $160,000 worth of solutions instead? This is absolutely insane.
So we came here to his district to ask the residents he represents what they think.
In Federal Hill, Spotlight on Maryland asked about 15 to 20 people whether they think the mayor's new Jeep Grand Wagoneer is a fair use of tax dollars. It's $163,000, including the cost of the car itself and custom security upgrades. The majority of folks did not want to speak on camera, but agreed their mayor needs to be protected. He needs to have a car. But it's the price tag they find frustrating. Here are the answers from the ones who spoke on camera.
$100,000 car? No. Just to drive in? No.
Why is it that he says the streets are safe, but he still needs to up armor and get more protection for his car?
Exactly. How you gonna tell people crime is down while you're riding around in a $163,000 car that supposedly got all these add-ons for extra security? Make that make sense. If things are so safe, why do you need an armored vehicle? Meanwhile, the same citizens you claim to be protecting, they're driving through neighborhoods where crime still happen every single week. The carjackings, car theft, all of that. That's the real issue. The mayor's living one reality and the people are living another while he's lying about the true state of what's going on in his city, ignoring all the data. You can't preach progress from behind bulletproof glass. If you need that level of security, maybe the city isn't as safe as you're telling everyone it is. Nah, this isn't leadership. It's optics, and bad optics at that. Think about it. The city is in debt, but he's signing up the city to pay for $163,000 SUVs? No, I can't.
No, I don't think that's an appropriate price. I do think that they probably need to be spending our taxpayer resources a little bit better than that. $165,000, I can't afford that kind of car.
Mayor Brandon Scott recently told Spotlight on Maryland that taxpayers will understand why the Grand Wagoneer is needed to transport him around the city.
I think the residents of Baltimore will understand that the governor of Maryland, the comptroller of Maryland, the county executives, we all have vehicles.
I'm the one that does not understand that.
She's the one and I'm too, because I don't get it either. Why do you need a $163,000 vehicle? Then he won't take accountability. His excuse is, well, the governor has a car too. And that right here, his response and refusal to take accountability is why the residents need an audit on Baltimore. The city is bankrupt. They're in a huge deficit. They don't have any money. They're broke. And you got the mayor sitting up here signing agreements for $163,000 Jeeps. First of all, what Jeep is worth $163,000? These people are complete fools. And you wonder why black people can't come up in these black cities. You have people like Brandon Scott making dumb financial decisions, like paying $163,000 for a Jeep while the city is drowning in debt.
I feel like there are more things that are more important right now in the city that money needs to be going towards.
Education, infrastructure, and safer streets were the 3 examples given that more money should be going towards. It's common for big city mayors to have city-issued vehicles with custom security upgrades for protection. But Scott's is more expensive than others we've reviewed. For example, the Boston mayor's vehicle cost between $50,000 to $55,000 before security upgrades. We spoke to two people who were fine with the cost. Only one would speak on camera.
I have a friend who is the PIO for the DC Fire Service. He drives a very similar vehicle, and I could see that as a reasonable amount of money, considering that, a basic Jeep Wagoneer, Grand Wagoneer is $70K?
Reasonable? Nah, there's nothing reasonable about a $163,000 car for a mayor, especially in a city where people are struggling to afford rent. If the Boston mayor can find a $55,000 SUV, why couldn't they find something like that in Baltimore? The point is, this isn't about protection. It's about perception. It's about flexing luxury under the label of safety. Meanwhile, people in Baltimore are still dealing with break-ins, car thefts, and violence in their own neighborhoods, without a bulletproof SUV to protect them. And then he's paying for all of this when he claims his streets are safe? No, that price tag is not reasonable. It's a slap in the face of the same residents paying for it.
The price tag raises questions about spending priorities in a city that just closed an $85 million budget deficit.
Wait a damn minute.
Wait a second. The city just closed an $85 million budget deficit, and the mayor's out here being chauffeured around in a $163,000 SUV? I'm sorry, the city is broke, and a six-figure Jeep still made the list of essentials? No, that's not leadership, that's ego. You can't talk about fiscal responsibility while cruising around in something taxpayers could live inside of. This is insane. A city with an $85 million deficit? Really? Every dollar should be going towards fixing roads, funding schools, and improving safety, not making sure the mayor rides in style. It's the hypocrisy for me. You're asking residents to sacrifice while you're enjoying the perks.
With new fees and fines and rising cost of living, some residents say that context matters.
The city in shambles. We're going through too much in the city for him to be worried about a vehicle.
Government watchdog David Williams with the Taxpayers Protection Alliance said there are cheaper options that still meet security needs.
The mayor should be protected. The mayor should be comfortable. But you can achieve that for way less than $160,000.
A Federal Hill resident added on to Williams's comment.
The people need the money, but the money never gets to the people. It goes to things like this.
We found a new records request asking for the purchase agreements of all city vehicles used by Baltimore city officials so we can compare prices. That request is still pending. In Federal Hill, Tessa Bentulin, Spotlight on Maryland.
And see, this is why we can't get anywhere. These are mayors and local politicians. They're only concerned with getting money for themselves and finding a way to get nationwide publicity. They spend more time trying to get booked on CNN and making social media videos than actually running their city. This is why they don't get anything accomplished. They all just want attention and money. They steal resources from Black residents who trust them because they're Black, and they run on being Black. They lie to the Black community saying they're going to support Black people. Then this is what they do. They get in office and sell Black people out. Every time. Out here signing ridiculous agreements for a $163,000 Jeep. It's just dumb. There's no way you can defend this. But I digress. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started. Tell me what you think about this below. Gotta send a shout out to our brother Dark Power. I appreciate you for all your support for the channel. You can show your support as well. The link to PayPal is below. Ladies, fellas, want a balanced analysis, want the truth from a woman's perspective? Then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel. And don't forget to like and share.